Hello and welcome to All I Do Is Fail. I am your host, Tom Elwes, and I'm joined today as ever by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods. Ali, how are you?
Hey. Ali, how are ya? Hey, everyone. Hey, you at home listening. I hope you're doing well. Tom, thanks for noticing my haircut, mate.
Yeah. You've had one, I guess?
I love it.
Phoebe likes it, but Phoebe, we pay her to be nice to us, and she still slags us off. So she has to do a few of those compliments. But
what's it
I don't like it. I got out and I thought I've had a disaster. The haircut was a disaster, was my
No, it's good, solid.
You didn't. I've had to. So
Which day is that? Like, when did you get your hair actually cut?
this morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So okay. So but this is it, right? So I go in.
Yeah.
I'm running late anyway, and I'm sorry. I need to. Can I still get a cut? And so okay. So the guy says to me, I'm with the oldest bloke in the barbers. Yeah.
Right.
And he looks really stylish himself. I say he's like, what do you want? I say, okay, short back and size, long top, whatever Justin Bieber's rocking, just give me it. And
then he just looks at you and goes,
I'm going
to do what
I know.
I'm going to do.
He's an artiste. He takes that time to just sort of reflect and think. While I'm talking, he just sort of like goes on his phone and sort of thinks, what should I do to this young man? And then I finish talking and he sort of gets back in the room and...
That's the thing with men's haircuts. Like, men will never complain. Like, no man is ever going back into the hairdresser and being like, you bloody screwed it up. You just have to live with it.
Well, this is it. You can't say, can I make it longer, please?
Yeah.
So this is what he did, right? So the haircut's supposed to be half an hour.
Yeah.
After half an hour, it looked good. It looked like what I said.
Okay.
Then he did another 25 minutes.
Oh, no.
Man just loved chopping. He loved cutting and cutting. You know, normally they say, do you want a bit of wax in there or gel in there? Didn't ask. Just bloom into the thing.
Okay.
Slicked it all back. So I've had a shower. to get rid of the hair.
You had a correction shower?
I had a correction shower.
Have you got photos of what he did? We'd like to see some photo evidence of what he'd done.
I'm picturing like the rat from Flushed Away.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a sort of slicked back, kind of like a finance guy, kind of Wolf of Wall Street-esque.
Yeah.
I look like a sort of 50-year-old retired gangster, I think is what.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's pretty bad.
Oh. Do you want to put it to this camera here
Look at
for
that.
the people at home?
Wow.
That's what I was walking out there with. 35 quid.
35 quid. What, 35?
Ooh.
Smackaroons. There's something quite sophisticated about it.
Yeah, I mean, if I was...
Exactly, so it didn't fit Ali's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for me at all.
You know,
If I
it's
was
sort of like, it could go either way. It's sort of like football hooligans / you're here at the Bears night on Friday, you know?
Yeah. I said it looked like a sort of... it looked like a 24-year-old bloke from Sheffield who's in the Magaluf Strip.
Yeah.
I walked in and said... can I look like I went to Ibiza and did not get with anyone? That's that haircut.
Well.
But now I think you've managed to shape it really nicely. You look fresh and trim.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phoebe. Appreciate it. So
yeah.
back, at least it will grow. And then the back's all right. You know what it's like. Have you ever said anything in that barber's? I think McIntyre has a bit on that. When they show you the back of your head in the mirror,
Yeah.
you just go, yep, good. Yeah.
Well, I didn't. When I got given the world's worst haircut, I didn't.
I remember this.
I actually got the world's worst haircut.
No,
Tom
I'm so
Schliddleston.
sad.
Yeah. Honestly, the biggest schlid you've ever seen.
Do you have pictures of that?
Yeah, I
I'll
can
see if I can find one.
There is somewhere. You won't even believe how bad it is. You're like, oh, it was bad to the point where the guy did half, and then he was like, oh no.
I hate when hairdressers say whoops. That's the worst.
Yeah.
I've had that, and they'll just keep chopping.
Yeah.
And keep chopping.
This guy didn't even say whoops. He went like, he was Italian, and he was like, oh no, oh no. It was prime schlid, like it's so bad. And then I went to another barber's to try and get it sorted out a bit, and they were like, mate, you're just gonna have to wait for it to grow out.
Unfortunately,
I'm sorry. It was kind of like he went for the Peaky Blinders, but he went way too. He basically went down to.
He didn't understand what a fade was.
Yeah, he basically gave me a toupee because he just went to skin on the sides and then like a mop on top. It was something out of This Is England. It was kind of like punk. That was the vibe.
Yeah, if you were really edgy, if you were like a really edgy bloke who you could definitely get some sort of powdered substance from.
Yeah.
Then you would have fit you. And you had lots of rings and sort of like...
Changed my name to Scuzz.
Yeah, literally. yeah. Wore leather jackets and you sort of like, is that cool or is that weird? I don't know. But then that would have been you, yeah. But not today. So I felt a bit dismayed.
I think you should do it more. I think you should go for the slick back. You know, slick back Jack. It's a vibe. It's a look.
I'm already at the point in my life where I'm thinking I need to get some sort of Rogaine thing. Me and Mooch been talking about this.
What isn't Mooch on the Rogaine?
What's
He's on it
Rogaine?
now. It's like hair thinning, like hair loss prevention cream.
Well, you've got two options. So you can. I've seen the adverts, and there's two options. You can either do the hair cream in the head, which is the Rogaine, or you can do the pills that apparently work really well, but there is a solid chance you'll have erectile dysfunction even after even after you stop taking them. So that's what you got to weigh up. That's what a lifetime.
It's only
of
a
no
1 in
erection.
3. It's only a 1 in 3 shots. The odds are in your favour.
Yeah.
You should talk to your old producer Horatio.
What's cool?
On their, I listened to their. Sorry guys, I listened to another pod. But on their pod, they had Jacob Hawley on, and they spoke about this.
What is he on? Is he on?
He's
the
got
game?
all the pills, I think.
I think. What, is he even on the erection pills?
I think Jacob Hawley is your guy.
He
He made his move. He did what he did.
He's washing it down with Viagra. That's how he
Yeah.
balances this out. He takes 2 Viagra a day, and that gets him 1 erection.
The red ones bring you up, the blue ones bring you down.
Literally. He's like, so here's my question for you, Tom.
It's
right?
a trip to Turkey. Surely that's the option.
That's, I think, we'll talk about that in the future. But we'll do a podcast out there.
Yeah.
I've already said that I have a strange following in Istanbul. They dig me in Istanbul.
Perfect.
Because I think the name Ali.
Yeah. Oh, they like it. Yeah,
They
of
like
course. Yeah.
So it's like my 3rd biggest city after London,
Istanbul.
and then Manchester, and then Istanbul.
Mine's like London, New York, Melbourne.
yeah, you're Melbourne,
You're
Washington.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Ali's up to Istanbul.
I'm big in the Muslim countries.
Yeah.
Ali, brother.
Yeah. Maybe you're some kind of albino one of them.
Yeah, exactly. I told you the gingers always become Muslim. This is the thing. Extremists for ISIS. When they get into there and they're like Neil from Torquay, and it's like some ginger bloke with a huge ginger beard every time.
They accept me.
Here's my question for you, Thomas.
Go on.
Would you rather
Right.
bald everywhere
Yeah.
or super hairy everywhere? Full head of hair, full beard if you want it, but you got hair on the back, neck, everything.
Okay, but like it's just on the back neck. Okay, yeah, fine.
All the way down your back, all the way. Wolfman.
100%. I would go hair because I just get it lasered.
Mate, it's super strong.
It's so difficult. I know men who are covered in hair and they're really self-conscious about it.
I've seen laser do amazing things, so I'm.
You
I'm
watch
going
Star
laser.
Wars.
How much money have you got?
I've seen lasers blow up a planet, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You've not seen Science.
Yeah, this is the thing. So, say you had to get laser hair removal every 2 months.
Yeah, but you only do it for like a year and then it's done.
No. Your hair grows back.
What? So I've got magic hair.
You've got.
I've got Harry
don't
Potter
get so
style.
full of yourself.
Cut and it's grown back hair.
Literally, it's sort of it's wild. This hair.
I think I would still prefer that though to like an egg or a slug.
This is it. You have a
Essentially what
Yeah.
you're saying the
a
other one
sleek
is.
egg.
Yeah, you don't. Like, it's Voldemort.
You still got eyebrows. You still got eyebrows. You still got eyebrows.
You still got. Thank fuck because
You
otherwise.
still got eyebrows. Don't worry, it's not full egg.
Yeah, but everything else, like
Everything else, yeah, hairless.
I mean, when you get into bed, the sheets would feel real nice.
That's
Yeah,
true.
smooth. You know what I mean?
No, I'm still going hair. I'm going full hair. I'm going full
Okay.
hair. What are you going to go? You're going to go no hair? What are you going to glue on a wig? You're going to do that? That's another. Look, if it gets really
Toupee.
bad, you can go the toupee. We just won't tell anyone, and just one day he'll just show up with a Beatles wig on. And just,
Now what I'm gonna do
and you
is go.
just don't say anything. It's like, yep.
I'm gonna start wearing a do rag.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Go David Beckham. Just go white guy do rag and hope the world accepts me.
It is what it is.
Oh man, how you been, Tom? What's going on with you?
Well, let's shout out to our crypto brothers who are in hell right now. All the other crypto
What?
bros. Okay, well, you guys don't look at
Hang
the
on, are
news.
you a crypto bro?
Am I a crypto bro? No,
It's got Vox coin.
yeah,
It's
I've got Vox. I've got Vox. I got penis. I got twat. I got all the coins. You know, I got
twat
all the big coins. Yeah,
He's got minge money.
yeah. You know, I got what fuego coin. You know, all the big ones. But right now, I personally am out. I have been into crypto in the past, but I'm out now. Fortunately, because the entire
You got
thing.
a kid and a partner.
Yeah,
that's why.
the entire thing is literally burning to the ground as we speak. I've got a lot of friends who have lost a lot of money in the
How
last 2
come?
days.
What's happened? Did Elon Musk tweet?
No, the
crypto
entire
shit?
market's crashing. Like, just if like one of the coins that was meant to be a stable coin, which is meant basically is backed by real money, so like it couldn't really go down, has lost 98% of its value, and it's no longer a stable coin.
How?
I mean, if you guys not picked up any newspaper, it's literally the front page of every newspaper.
Nah, man.
Yeah, even Bitcoin's down like 40 or 50% or something crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I keep all my money in my socks.
You're smart.
On me right now.
Well, you're smart.
2 20s.
Yeah.
One in each boot. Actually, no. I mean, no, I don't. I mean, joke for everyone.
I eat it.
A funny joke, yeah. Let me just get this for you. Pull it out my nose. Tenner.
Right now, not a bad place to put your money.
Tough when I got change. That's the only issue. I've got 350p's and a pound up there.
When I was at school, there was a kid who ate change, quite a lot of it.
And he's now a comedian who has a podcast.
Yeah, very successful. His TikTok is huge. Money Eats, at Money Eats is...
Yeah, so yeah, what? He's probably smashing it.
Yeah, he's killing it.
What should I eat today? And he's just eating like a 5 pence from the Philippines,
Yeah.
whatever their equivalent currency is. And he's just doing that. Hey guys, so I'm going to just eat this. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for getting to 3 million.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Yeah.
And if there's any other penny heads out
Yeah.
there, make sure you're telling your friends. And I've also started a second channel, which is Notes in My Mouth.
Yeah.
So we're going from change to notes, guys. It's just shorts and stuff. But anyway, here's 5p from the Philippines.
Smashes it.
486,000 likes.
They call me the human safe, is what it was.
What's what I was going to say? Could you do something with him? Jiggle him or something like that?
Jiggle, put it out, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, look, right now...
You go. You give him a £5 note. You go, what do you need? It's like £1.
Yeah. If he could actually do that, you would make a fortune on TikTok. People
Britain's
would-
Got Talent finalist.
Yeah, 100%.
David Williams there, clapping.
Genius. Yeah, but right now, the economy's obviously fucked. We spoke about that last week, but now, crypto's burning to the ground. I don't even know what the crypto bros are going to do. DJ,
NFTs.
I feel like that's all kind of linked, isn't it?
It's gone as well as.
Yeah. What if you think cryptocurrency has gone down the shitter? You think people paying 40 grand for a picture of a monkey's? Yeah,
Surely,
that's the
tell me
sustainable.
there's some reason in the world, Tom. Tell me there is some logic and reason. I bought 18 pictures of some coloured apes, some fluorescent monkeys. I put my life savings into that. I took a loan out from Wonga.
What's happened to Wonga?
Wonga.
They got banned for being predatory lending. They got in trouble. Yeah.
Not Wonga.
Predatory lender?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that basically what they would do is they would give you money and then they would essentially, if you defaulted on any payment, the interest rate on the loan would spike to such a crazy extent. I mean, it would say in the bio is like 1,000%.
I remember
you would get
that
done.
actually.
But yeah, so
I want to give a little shout out, which happened to me and since I've last been on the pod, was I've got a new nickname.
Oh yeah, what's that?
So it's I was on the district line and I was minding my own business.
Right.
And a gentleman opposite me said, AIDIF.
Nice.
A gentleman called Sai. Very nice to meet you, Sai. We had a chaotic video together.
Oh my God, great. A real friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show, Sai.
Oof.
And Sai called me the king of yard work. Which I rather like.
I rate that side, the king of yard work.
The king of
Yard work king.
Yeah, I think Sai was at the end of a 3-day bender, which is good to know that our demographic is exactly what we believed it was. So,
he's actually out of his mind. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's just been listening to AIDIF for 3 days.
Yeah, literally.
Smashing the gear, just
oh, mate, 100%. He had sunglasses on in the district line.
amazing.
So big up, Sai. Thank you very much. If you're listening, my brother, appreciate it. But I will now be known as the king of yard work.
King of yard work king.
Yard work king.
I
I
like
prefer
it.
Yard Work King, I think.
Yard work king.
Yeah.
Yard work king.
YWK. No, it doesn't quite work. YWK.
YWK. I like it.
Yeah. So, been a good week for me, man. And I didn't talk about it because I talked about it on Patreon, but I opened for Russell Kane.
Woo!
Oh, hang on, wait. I can do the.
That's how many people were there.
Yeah. That's how many enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. 2,000 people in the theatre. That was the applause at the end when I came off. That was amazing, man. It was sick. It was like Hastings and Chatham. I want to shout out both of you for being lovely. Chatham especially, wild, crazy.
Good times.
Immediately came out when Who's on the Gear. They loved it. They absolutely, Chatham crowd loved it. when I was leaving on the train, because Russell Kane just zoomed off straight in the cab. Straight,
yeah, mate.
When I was on the train back, a lovely gentleman called Ash. Again, he probably listens to the podcast. On so much cocaine, just came up to me on the platform and was like, "Mate, you were great. It's you, innit? Oh man, fuck, mate, you were amazing. Oh yeah, so good, mate. Where you going?"
Should have been like, which bit did you enjoy?
Mate,
just all of it.
the bit when, mate, the theatre bit, man. Fuck, Russell Kane, different class, innit? I was like, yeah, but it was lovely to me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I was like, thank you. You can follow me on social media.
Good.
And but yeah, it was great. It was really like
Chatting.
mate, just buzzing. Like went there, and Russell was really nice, and he gave me some like tips. Super energetic. Just talks at you. He's exactly like he's like on stage, off stage.
Fair.
Talks at you. Just has an idea, comes into his head, and just starts saying it to
Right.
whoever's round in the vicinity.
Okay.
But he just said, make a point about this. Goes to anyone who's a comedian. You've opened for people. Make a point about how you're not that person, that they've paid to see, and you're just opening and stuff, and then just do your stuff. And it was really nice, and it's amazing going to these theatres. It was 900 people in Hastings, 1,000 in Chatham,
Wow.
and just like noise coming out after your jokes and all that, and having a laugh and being on that big stage, man.
Did you get like the reverb sound thing in as well? Yeah,
it was
that's
so
real
sick.
special.
It was-
When they actually need that to like make it an atmosphere, like for it to work, so you can hear yourself. You're like, oh, I've made it.
Mate,
Yeah.
different
What
class.
do you mean the reverb? What?
So
They
it like
like-
echoes through it goes through the theatre, because there's people at the back who, if it was just speakers from the front, wouldn't be able to hear you. But it's like,
Oh, what you're being
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the audience laughter was just to make it sound like more people.
oh right, yeah. No, they're putting that in. Yeah, they might have done.
Yeah, who knows? Sound guy's a wizard. But yeah, no, that's it's really and you get to go in a green room as well. Gets to go in a proper green room. Yeah, wow, it's
all that
it's
stuff.
all
That's
that jazz,
exciting.
Yeah,
and then
it's
it's back to
And then it was back to doing to 9 people in Brighton was
Yeah.
my next gig.
sick. The dream. So we're in it. Yeah.
One of them was my dad.
Yeah.
Another was his mate.
Yeah. They were both disappointed.
Well, we were just about to go watch Man U get beat 4-0 by Brighton away
Great.
from home. So have these crushed down to earth, but it was sick, man. And then also, as I said, did I talk about the Chelsea women's game in the women's football
I don't know if you did. Yeah.
on the Patreon? I didn't. So went to a women's football game on Sunday because I'm a feminist.
Right.
And
Were you looking at me for that, or
no, fuck off. I was
General
looking at the camera.
approval
I was looking at
people.
women.
I've
who aren't
put
in
the
room.
camera on you.
Okay.
So you're on that
Okay,
one.
I'll do that one again.
Mhm.
I was at a women's football game because I'm a feminist,
Okay. Good.
and I didn't even realise it was women's.
Oh no, you did speak about this last week. I'm pretty sure.
I said maybe I was going, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
but now I've been.
Yeah.
How was it?
Lots of women and children there, which is unusual for a football game I normally go to.
Right.
The lady next to me was like a CBBC hooligan, a sort of censored version of what a hooligan should be before the watershed.
Right.
You watch Corrie and they go, "You flaming idiot."
Okay. Wow.
She was like that. She was like that. She was going, "Oh, ref, you absolute mug." It was so nice. "Oh, what are you doing messing around with it?" It was so good.
Are the
Like,
officials
no,
female as well?
I couldn't tell because I just saw them as professionals.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. I'm sure you're being offensive to someone. And
It's all women. It's
all
why
great.
I went.
Okay,
That's why I
great.
went.
you're that kind of guy. Yeah.
The ratio is fucking sick.
If you want to get laid, mate, that's where you want to be headed.
Terrible. The problem is it was still Chelsea, so Chelsea are awful. The ball came one time. Right? The ball bounced. We were right behind the goal because there's only about 4,000 seaters. We were there. Ball came right behind the goal. There was a bloke in a Chelsea tracksuit top there with his family, wife, couple of young daughters there. The ball came his way to his family. Instead of like letting his daughters catch it or even he caught it and, and then just threw it back at the Man United keeper and went, "Better than you." And his daughters just watched their 50-year-old dad just do that to some 25-year-old woman.
Be awful. Yeah.
Be awful when they were just there, they're little Chelsea kids.
Yeah.
Like, imagine they could have gone, you touched the match ball when the dad had no interest. Absolute scum, Chelsea fans. So there you go.
Yeah, doesn't matter what gender of football they're watching. It's good to know that. It's good.
But yeah, a lot more family friendly around there, obviously, and obviously it was £1 for under 16, so there was loads of kids running around. And
That's great.
stuff. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, go watch more women's football.
And it's a lot more physical than men's football. They really get stuck in with each other and get into it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they only go down if they've got some emotional problems. And then they all come and talk about it. No, but it is actually way more physical. They don't roll around on the floor like these men,
These clans.
these clowns. So yeah.
Okay, good. Wow.
I recommend it.
Women's football. Get ourselves down there. That'd be the ultimate AIDIF move if we just became a women's football podcast. That'd be.
Well, I mean, there must be it out there. I'll tell you what. Another thing that shows you the budget restrictions: the women who were broadcasting, because it was the final game of the Super League season, and Chelsea needed to win the league. Right?
Yeah.
And it was 2-1 at half time. They were losing 2-1 at half time. It was a great game of football. The pundits, who are former female footballers, and they were all glammed up and all that, and as you'd expect, any sort of punditry would be on national TV. But then, when they weren't recording, when the match was playing, they just had to kneel on the grass.
Oh, what? It's such bullshit as well, especially as when you think like male football pundits are literally paid like the most absurd amount of money, like millions of pounds a year.
They got a studio.
Oh yeah,
they got everything there, and then so you just had these like women in their like cool trousers and that, just sort of kneeling and scoring for 45 minutes watching the game. It was absolutely outrageous.
Outrageous. Well, there's got to be something done. More budgets to be put into female football. I think that would make the game more accessible for people and be great. Right, shall we move on to Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way?
So this is
not in a weird way.
So this is where we ask you, the listener, to send in your issues, your problems, things you're dealing with, and me and Tom, the wise old men that we are, will give you some quality advice.
Owls.
The owls. Owls. Started seeing a 60-year-old.
Oh, naughty.
Brackets, I'm 32.
Okay.
But he has a girlfriend.
What?
I really like him, but it can't end well. Can it?
No. No. I would have said...
Come on, Tom. No, not no. Yes.
I would have said...
Not no.
I would have said no at just the age difference at first, because 60 and 32, that is a ways. That is like not even someone being born now. That's like you dating my child in 30 years.
Could happen.
Could happen, yeah.
Me and Teddy
just having fun. But I think it's so... I would have said no just on the age difference. It's too much for me. 30 years is too much.
Does it matter when it's that age, though?
What? Half your age plus 7. You know that rule?
Yeah.
That's the creepo rule. You know that rule, Phoebe?
Yeah, you got to half your age, cut it in half, and then plus 7.
Yeah, half your age plus 7, and that is the minimum age you should be dating, really.
But I thought once you get like past a certain age, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, of course you're that because you're a predator. But but for normal people,
when's your point where you've got a very how old are you turning? 26.
Yeah, I just turned.
This is the very much the attitude of a 26.
Okay, so 26. So Tom, what age group upwards should be dating? Phoebe?
Phoebe should be dating upwards?
Yeah.
I would say don't date anyone older
with the rule, half your age plus 7.
Oh, with the rule, 26. So that would be 13 plus 7 is 30. Yeah. Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Half your age plus 7. 13 plus 7 is.
Oh
shit. 20. Sorry, yeah, 20. I went the other way. Yeah, 20. Yeah, of course.
Wait, so
I give up. It's a good thing I do the finances for this podcast, Tom.
But I wouldn't date a 20-year-old. I don't think.
No, but that's what we're saying.
That's what
is
I'm saying, 'cause
that's the minimum. That it potentially wouldn't be creepy if you were.
Wouldn't be frowned
If you
upon.
said my new boyfriend's 20, we'd be like, oh, that's young. But it wouldn't be like that shouldn't happen.
Yeah. If you were like my new boyfriend's 60,
what?
I'd be like, that's fucking old.
Because I'm 26. But if you're 32.
So it'd be like you going out with a 38-year-old would be like his minimum.
Yeah. Basically, I don't think that's the part that we should be judging. I think what we should be judging.
No, we should be judging.
Phoebe
We
likes
should be
older
judging
men.
30 years. We should.
Phoebe likes older men. This is the problem. Phoebe's like, yeah, like I'd go out with a 58-year-old.
Phoebe, in 4
Phoebe,
in 4 years, are you going to date a 60-year-old?
A 20-year-old? Ugh, gross. I mean, like,
You want to date a
Okay,
60-year-old?
but we don't know how fit the 60-year-old is. It could be what's his name, Lineker.
I'd assume that.
Gary Lineker.
No, Wayne.
Lineker.
You think Wayne Lineker's really hot?
No, but
Is he 60?
No, but I'm
Must
saying
be.
he's like that vibe, isn't he? If you saw him in Ibiza and you got with him, no one would judge you.
In Wayne Lineker, because of the story. I think
I think I would judge you. I think I'd judge you more.
Are you trying to tell us something?
Yeah.
Phoebe? Is this one of those
Wayne
things you've
Lineker.
already done? It's like, because obviously any of us would, like, we wouldn't judge each other, would we, guys? Like, yeah, I went to Ibiza last year and...
You know what?
No, I mean, I didn't know how. Jokes.
There was a double standard. I think there was a bit of a double standard here because I feel like maybe it's more accepted in society for a 30-year-old woman to date a 60-year-old. But if I rocked up and I said, "This is my new girlfriend,"
Because what are you, 42?
yeah, and I said, "This is Agatha. She's 62," and I was like, "Yeah, come on in, meet everyone."
Yeah.
People would say more things and there'd be more
What the
judgment.
hell are you doing, man?
Yeah.
What the hell? Well, it's like Macron. His wife is 25 years older than him, Emmanuel Macron.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, and
apparently she was the librarian at the school. Did you know this?
I did hear something.
Did you
but
know this? Not even... This... My guy...
That feels predatory.
He fell for his librarian and she...
It's like something out of Friends, isn't it?
Literally, I think they started dating when he was 19 and she would have been 44.
No.
Legit.
Wow.
Then he pulls that move, becomes the president of France. That's outrageous.
It's a baller
That's an
move.
outrageous life. If you said, my mate has married the librarian from his school, who's 25 years older, and you were like, that's a crazy story.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you went,
yeah.
wait.
Right, one more.
Also, he's now the president of France. You know, what the fuck is this guy? Who is this dude?
What a man! What a man! So I'm not okay. I'm not okay with 30-year age gap.
What's the oldest you'd date, Phoebe?
The oldest I have or the oldest I would?
Oldest you would, right now.
Right now,
They're fit. Like, they look good.
Yeah, they're really hot.
They look good. for their age.
late 30s.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair
Like
enough.
30, like 38. I think that
Yeah.
would be a cut.
Okay,
But
fine.
it wouldn't be
Mine's-
ideal.
Mine's 70.
70. What, a young 70? A nice looking.
Nah.
Like
Like
a
you would
proper
imagine a
70.
70-year-old looks like, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Even not even that good. You'd probably go, there's 75, and I go, she's 70.
Yeah.
This is Mavis.
Yeah.
She's an absolute rocket.
Yeah.
Else when they take the
Don't
teeth
let
out.
the cane fool you.
Helps when
Jeez.
they take the teeth out.
Yeah.
She's got a new hit, mate.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Oh.
It's fit. It's fit with,
Bionic
it's
woman.
fit with various settings.
Yeah. I would.
But this situation, right? This 60-year-old is clearly a catch.
Right.
He's already got a girlfriend
Now,
and seeing.
I'm
someone.
going to make some assumptions here, and like this is obviously all just big assumptions, but I would assume that if this man in his 60s is able to have a girlfriend, presumably an ex-wife and kids as well, and dating someone else, something tells me this man may have some cheddar cheese going on in the bank. Okay, something tells me. Like, I don't know.
He's not into crypto.
Yeah, he's not. This man ain't into crypto. This man's got a lot of hens under his bed. That's what I'll say. He's got a lot of hens under that bed. Because there is no way.
He's got a cow in the garden and a hen
Yeah.
under the bed, mate.
Oh, he
You're
knows.
sorted. You're sorted with
He's
him.
played the long game. He knows what's up.
Imagine if he's not. Imagine if he's
Yeah.
if he's like the Tinder swindler,
Yeah.
the Lumen swindler. You know that dating app for over 50s.
Yeah.
The Lumen Groomin.
Lumen Groomer. The Lumen Groomer.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
He's just come past on his stagecoach.
Steam train.
It's a steam train, yeah.
The Luma Groomer is. I just think that. That's my assumption. We don't know for certain. He could just be a really fun guy, a very attractive 60-year-old. We don't know, but something tells me that he's successful in. Maybe it might not be financial, but he's got something about him, an aura that is obviously doing well for him.
And he
I think we
gets his
just
heating bills paid, so that's good.
I think we
Yeah.
just ask for updates. I don't think we give advice here. I think we just ask for weekly updates.
Well, that's not how this podcast works. So yeah, we gotta give.
No, I think like
But
a
I
reality
think we
TV
could.
show.
Yeah, I would like to know where this goes as
Yeah.
well. When she then says, "I've actually started dating his older brother,"
Rubius.
he's gay apparently, but when dating, he's 66, is gay, has a family. It couldn't go well,
Yeah.
could
So-
it?
So I actually had something similar. At school, a friend of mine's dad was in his 60s, admittedly was a very successful man, and he started dating, someone we knew, one of our friends, and when we were about 21. He started dating like she was like 23, 24.
Oh, that's grim. Don't like that. I just think also my advice to this, when I have had, and it's often this way around, it's rarely the other way around, it's often this way around, when I've had female friends who have dated a quote-unquote older man.
I've dated older women. I don't know what you...
No, but this is what I want to, the point I want to get across is, and then they date them because they're more mature. Yes. They know what they're doing. And they have potentially assets.
I've got no time for boys in Pikachu shirts.
You know. It's because I'm a young hot piece of ass. Okay. But then they get annoyed because the dude turns out to be really emotionally immature. Duh! He's 44 dating a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
What do you think you're getting, bruv?
Yeah, it's true.
They're not more mature, bruv. The mature 44-years-olds have 2 kids and hate their lives.
Yeah. I've got into trains or something, you know?
Yeah,
that's what, you know?
Don't
taken life on the chin. You've just gone, this is me now.
Don't be surprised when the supposed free soul 41-year-old who has an ex-wife and a daughter that he doesn't really see turns out to be a bit flaky and doesn't message and support you so much.
Ooh, that's another angle. He could be a hippie guy and he could have roped them in with the spirituality. Yeah. We don't know that. He might not be financially rich, but spiritually he could be very rich. We don't know.
True say.
I hate those guys who exploit spiritualism to get laid. They're the biggest cunts of all.
Yeah.
They should fuck off. Oh, pieces of shit.
Yeah.
The guys that message you at 11:11.
Oh, I've seen that one. Because it's to show that it's
an angel number.
And then you've got TikToks of like Unai Emery going like this and like tactical masterclass. Absolute masterclass. Okay, so how about this for a serious one? Have received an opportunity to start a research group after almost 10 years in academia.
Okay.
But my anxiety and depression are going through the roof just thinking about it. What do you do when you've been given an opportunity to progress your career, but your mental health is causing you to have trouble?
Plow on. Just do it.
Push it down. Push it down.
Bury it and think about it later, but just always take the opportunity. Doesn't matter. You'll figure it out.
But
you will figure it out.
So you just say, just go for it.
Go for it,
and don't.
You'll hate yourself more if you don't take the thing, because of your.
But what do you do if you're feeling overwhelmed by that then?
What for taking?
So you take the thing, and then you're immediately just like, oh my god, I've taken on too much. I'm hyperventilating. I feel anxious. I'm shutting everyone out.
Well, you just got to crack on. You just got to fucking put your head down and crack on.
Good old bit of British stiff upper lip.
Don't, if you think about things, obviously they're going to get on top of you.
Yeah. Just punch a wall now and then.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Have you seen the Eddie Pepitone special?
No.
It's good. I'd recommend it. But he has this bit where he's like talking about watching his sports team. Yeah. And he's just like shouting at them like, how could you lose when I've already got a complicated relationship with my daughter? I needed you to win.
It's so true. I think in stressful periods I've cared much more about Arsenal's winning and losing. I think for this one, compartmentalize, break the task up into small, manageable chunks, and kind of take it bit by bit, and eventually you'll complete the big picture.
Yeah. Go through your processes. Journal. Talk to your therapist. Whatever it is, talk to friends. But you deserve this opportunity. You've worked hard for it, and you're allowed to have it. You're allowed to be successful. The only thing that's going to stop you, the voices in your own head.
Yeah.
And that was on this podcast when we interviewed Scott Capurro.
Yes.
That was the only thing we could actually put out.
Really?
Everything else was so
pure
sexually aggressive.
Pure film.
But it's true. You deserve it. So you go do it, and it's going to be... I do agree with you to a point, Tom. Accept it, because you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. Don't let the demons win, but just go through your processes, yeah?
Never let the demons win.
Yeah, do the things that are going to help you. Talk to people, get it off your chest. Journal, talk to your therapist about it. But be okay with being successful. You've earned it. 10 years in academia, that's long.
Exactly. You put in the shift, you know what you're doing. You've been in enough research groups, you'll figure it out.
Also, I'm just reading that he's in media studies now. I give up.
Yeah. No one wants a case study on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, no one wants that.
Is Buffy the Vampire Slayer the homoerotic thriller of that elicited the change of culture that we have today in TikTok?
No one cares. No one cares.
Okay, final quick one. Swinging the pendulum back to the silly. How do I tell my boyfriend that he smells of gravy and I don't like it?
I mean, gravy is quite a strong stench to have. No one has a natural gravy smell. Like
Such a specific.
Unless he works in some kind of gravy factory. I assume he works in the Bisto. He could work in the Bisto factory, possibly.
This is from @AuntBessie.
Phoebe, have you ever dated a boy who smelled?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you do?
I just put up with it. But
Oh,
what I would do-
Phoebo.
I know, but look, I'm trying to grow a backbone these days.
How
Right,
how much
listen.
did he smell?
So
Okay.
This is the hairy one you were dating as well.
no, so listen.
Different one. This
Listen.
is a smelly one, not a hairy one.
Stick of the dump.
I've
Yeah.
kind of
Phoebe was probably
accidentally-
dating some trash man,
Yeah.
some dude who
Well,
lives.
no. I'm being serious. I accidentally dated 2 homeless men in my time. So one guy that I dated smelt so bad,
Okay.
and I kind of had to be like, you know what? I've got a shower.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Is that what you? Wait. Why did he just never shower?
yeah, he just didn't.
Was he living on the
he was homeless.
streets? Was he homeless?
He was in my house because he didn't have anywhere else. Apparently,
How did you meet him?
he came through with the panto.
Came through with the panto. Oh God.
Sorry, what do you mean by came through with the
Passed through with the pantomime.
He was in the panto that was travelling around, and then one by one. That's how panto people do it. They're all part of a troop, and eventually you find someone who's willing to put you up, and you're like, I'm off the tour.
He was the same guy actually as that was Out of This World. That was him.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Was he? Who was he in the pantomime?
How long did he last in your house?
Dick Whittington.
Yeah.
He wasn't a performer.
What was he?
What was he in the panto?
Set design.
He's probably not going to listen to this.
He probably won't. You've already called
You
him
don't need to call
smelly.
him-
I know,
You've already
I
called him
know.
smelly, so it doesn't matter. does it?
I'm so
You don't need to say his name, but what was he in the pantomime?
the police.
Oh, right, okay. He opened and closed the curtain.
No,
Fucking
like
hell, his
no,
armpits must have been absolutely, absolutely
the
stenching.
the flying. The flying.
Actually, he's strong.
Big dude.
He was strong. Okay, not strong. But, how long did he last in your house? Like, how long did he live there for? And how does someone just move in?
No.
If I thought someone might...
No, but he didn't. I said, no, you can't come round on occasions. And he would just turn up at like 4 a.m. and be like, I've been out and I don't have anywhere to live. So obviously I was like, well, come in. But it did get to the point where like my housemates as well were like, he can't come round because he smells so bad.
Was it drinking or was it
No. It was just like,
lack of shower?
yeah.
So what did he have in terms of clothes? Like,
I mean, this was years ago, to be honest. I can't really remember, but his mum didn't live that far away, so he did go home to her sometimes.
but
as well.
the weird thing is, he broke up with Phoebe.
Yeah. Moved on to someone better.
Someone's got a bath.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if someone sells a gravy, that's really specific, though. I think I just give them a roast dinner every day until they got the message.
Yeah.
What was the other homeless man?
Yeah, you said a couple of homeless people.
Well, okay, these people aren't like homeless.
No, I know what you mean. They're
but
not like
they,
literally homeless, but they're like
didn't
between
have a home.
gaffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I get that, like that sort of between thing is a it's hotel back yourself from their kind of point of view, but it's
This
yeah.
is the
I
second
think you should
time
be
someone
honest.
used that phrase today. What does hotel back yourself?
I used it with you, Phoebe.
Yeah, what does that mean?
To get out of ant bed.
Yeah.
Hotel back yourself is a term which on the lads' holidays,
Yeah.
not specifically male, but a lad style holiday, you would go out and then you'd be like, should we book a hotel or should we stay at hotel back yourself?
Right.
Which is you have to pull.
Yeah,
You have to pull.
So you're on lads out in Newcastle and you're just in the club and it's 2:42 a.m. and it's closing in 18 minutes. You've got to get.
Wait,
with
so you
them.
think I got hotel back yourself?
Well, I mean, I would normally say yeah, but he wasn't opting to use your shower, which is bizarre because if you were, that's exactly what I'd be using if I was homeless and I needed to, rely on.
Yeah, how
staying
bad
with
was
a
your
girl.
shower, Phoebe?
Yeah, what's
Shower.
the crack?
Who was the other dude then?
Just another guy at uni.
He was at uni studying, but he didn't have anywhere to stay.
He was in our so we had like a friendship group and we were kind of between 2 houses.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically like he was on their sofa, but I didn't
Right.
realise that. So I went I went round.
He kind of just went to a house party and never left.
Yeah, so I went.
32.
Yeah. All right.
I went round one time and then he was like, show me all the art in the room, like unprompted. And he was like, this has the story of this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is all very weird. And then he left uni. And I was like, sorry, he'd already quit uni, but he like left the city. And I was like, what are they going to do about like rent and stuff? And they were like, he never lived there. He was on the sofa. So that was our mate's room. And I felt horrible afterwards because I was like, what? And he'd like made up all the stuff about the art to try and like sell it to me more, but I didn't even realise.
So what to you, the art?
The fact that it was his room.
Oh.
But I just didn't know. I'd never
You
gone
wouldn't
to the
have
house
cared.
before. Yeah.
You
Wouldn't. Whatever. I don't think it's a tough one because I don't think like being homeless isn't something to like it's something that a lot of people will go through. So it's not like the end of the world. However, I do think you should be, if you are homeless, I think you should just I think you should be honest with women that like you are homeless and that you're actively being like, I'm trying to stay in your, you know.
Yeah, please.
I'd rather because also it's me. Come on, if someone came up to me and they were like, Phoebe, I don't have a home, I'd be like, here, share everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, but the smell thing. So the smell thing, you were just like, it's got too much.
No,
you offered in the shower and he said no.
I've dated quite a few smelly boys. It's horrible, and I think now I probably would be like, this isn't okay.
What? It's. You know what? I think it's easier to hide the mask for smelliness if you're in the arts. Like if you're pretending to be some kind of freewheeling thespian. I imagine your type is a sort of like very skinny, malnourished kind of rolly, smoking, smelly man.
I don't know. I don't have a type anymore. I don't care. I've fallen out of love with love.
Deodorant is actually a product of imperialism. Yeah, that's why I don't use it.
Honestly, I have dated guys that say, "Oh, I don't use deodorant anymore, and I don't smell." And I go, "Well, you do. You do need some. Like, don't wear deodorant. Fine, as long as you don't smell."
Just say
which is impossible. No one who doesn't wear deodorant is not going to smell. I'm sorry.
From the age of like 12, you're going to need deodorant or some sort of thing to make yourself all right. Just tell them, bruv. Honestly, I have no problem with this. I go up to people I don't know and go, "You smell of gravy." I don't even smell them, but I like to keep people on the toes. I like to say it to people on the tube, and just go, "Excuse me, you smell of gravy," and they go, "Excuse me," I walk off. And they think, "Where am I? What's happening?" And then suddenly they might be a bit more with it that day.
I actually like to just mess with people, and I'll be on the tube, really packed tube, and I'll just lean in and whisper and be like, "I don't mind that you smell."
yeah, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. What I do is I go on with a jar of Bisto, and I just sprinkle a bit of powder into the back of their neck. Just put that in the back. I blow some Bisto onto them.
Like itching powder.
Yeah. Just throw it over my shoulder. that maybe that is his deodorant. Maybe he's whacking a bit of Bisto up in his armpits like that. And he's in the morning being like, another day in Yorkshire. And just gets into it. Yeah, just gets
puts on his hands for the lifting on the building side.
He's proper Britain for the British. He's like, nothing wrong with having Bovril in the Radox. He poured gravy into his Radox, just squirts out in the shower, washes with it. Beef today, chicken tomorrow.
Of course you're a Radox boy.
Yeah, of course. Why spend over £1 on shower gel?
Oh,
no, I think Radox is more expensive, isn't it?
No,
Radox is the cheapo. You sometimes get 90p ones.
Yeah, I like the ones where it says like £1 on the bottle. You know, like the.
yeah.
I once dated an American girl, and she said, "Can I have a chocolate in the kitchen?" And I was like, "Yeah." I didn't really think about it, but then I was like, "Oh wait, we don't have any chocolates." And then she had whacked a Bisto Oxo cube in her mouth by mistake.
And just chewed it like, this isn't Hershey's.
Oh my god.
So I would say my advice would be, tell them up front. If he's your boyfriend, you should be close. So you just go, "Look, this is a bit awkward, but do you think you maybe smell
of gravy?"
Because I think you smell of gravy.
I think just send him this episode.
Yeah.
What would you do, Tom?
You got to be honest after a while because it's affecting the relationship.
Girlfriend smelled of horseradish. What would you do?
I would be like, "Look, I'm not with it. You know, I don't want to smell other than a Sunday roast. I don't want to be smelling horseradishy smells. So that's come on, just." I get it's a really delicate conversation because you don't want to offend, but maybe just approach it in the nicest way possible and be like, "Look, you're a bit stinky sometimes."
And he thinks he's doing a good job because he's like, "Oh, she keeps salivating around me."
Yeah.
But it's just because she's up for a roast every time. So thank you very much to everyone who messaged in their agony uncle. Sorry we couldn't get to all of you, but appreciate those who did. Right, we move on to our final section, which is, of course, fail mail. We have a sound.
Oh, hang on, sorry. I was just finding my fails.
Fail mail, ladies and gentlemen.
Fail mail. So this is our regular section where we ask for your fails around a specific topic. And this week, the topic was, have you or your siblings done anything annoying to each other? And what was that thing? We'll, of course, go to those who have messaged into the official AIDIF Pod account at AIDIF Pod. And also, you can get an extra episode every week if you subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/AIDIF Pod. It also supports me and Tom and helps us feed Tom's baby. So appreciate that. Now, we'll go to these ones. So, the middle of arguments, my older sibling used to just keep telling me I was adopted.
Classico.
Growing up, my younger brother would borrow my expensive things, e.g. laptop, hair straightener, camera, good quality bedding, etc. Items would get lost or damaged. Trying to avoid this from happening, I'd buy everything in pink, hot neon pink. If I couldn't get it in pink, I would bedazzle it or put girly stickers over it. Didn't stop him from using it at home, only stopped from taking it out of the house. So it's fair. Good try. Hi. Even if my brother claimed to dislike my snacks, he loved sneaking them or leaving an empty, immaculate pack in the cupboard for a surprise effect.
Oh,
that's so good. I love the planning that's gone into this.
Yeah.
Have you eaten it? I don't even like club oranges. Wink, like, you know what I mean?
I'm just impressed you had your own snacks. I was not ever given that option.
Same with drinks. Almost empty bottles left in the fridge. Still hate him for this. He also used to fart on my pillow for fun or after a fight. So I was putting his in the toilet out of spite.
Wait, what?
His pillow, I assume.
Oh my God.
Siblings love, they've said. And then finally, there was a message. My sister has asked me to buy her a new car multiple times, which is quite like, I don't know, it's quite dramatic, I'd say. And then we've got a few just who've messaged in straight to the story. Leaving each other's Oyster card taped to the ceiling of our parents' living room.
Amazing.
I like that idea that you'd see an Oyster card up there and you go, did I put that up there? Or is that them? You start looking for your own. My sister and I had a shared phone line as kids. If I was on it when she wanted it, she'd chase me with her diabetic needles. Threatening to stab me until I got off. Getting chased around by a scarecrow from Batman.
That is, to be fair, a very good threat as a kid. That would have really deterred me.
When I was young, my sister threw my Tamagotchi in water because she got annoyed. Death of a pet. My brother would take the remote control and the seat cushions to the loo so he couldn't change the station or sit in his chair. Dickhead.
Classic.
Very good.
Right, Tom, have you got any?
Oh, yeah. So we got, threw him off the top of a tree. That's, yeah, fair enough. My bro used to move furniture in my room 2 inches to the left so I would stub my toe on things. Good.
So
Classic.
evil. That's so evil. My brother and I were on the same cross-country team in school. One of our teammates told me he had a crush on me and wrote me a song. Recorded it to YouTube.
Oh, my God.
Sent me the link. Cringy graphics and
Oh God! Please send us that. Please, if you're out there, can you please send that in?
Send that YouTube video in. I didn't know how to let this guy down gently, so I naively asked my brother for advice. He downloaded the song to his iPhone and played it during warm-up in front of the entire team the next day, including him. And then they said, maybe not annoying, but just plain fucked up, which is it's pretty bad.
So we had hid chopped onions in each other's food and drink. Hid chopped onions.
Oh, that's grim.
Sort of,
That's actually quite grim, to be fair.
Putting water in the toothpaste tube. Classic prank.
What does that do?
So like when you squeeze it, just squeeze a load of water.
Oh, okay. I haven't done that. Fair enough.
I've got a couple. Am I allowed to do some?
Go, Phoebe.
Yeah.
So my cousin has sent some in, and they are, I personally think, excellent. So I do remember this when she once pushed him down the stairs. He's the younger brother. She's older. She once poured his one and only cologne down the sink because he wouldn't join her band.
Sounds like your family.
And then this was one of my. She changed our grand's number in his phone to hers, and then asked him to send her a message saying "fuck you."
Yeah, great.
And this is when they were quite young, so in the middle of the night, he had to creep down the stairs. Turn she had like one of those old Nokia phones, so the ringtone was super loud. So he's like trying to like, cover that, wait for it to turn on, and then like wait for the ping, and then delete the message. And the last one is she told my younger. I was there for this. She told my younger brother to stick his inhaler up his bum. So then my brother stuck my cousin's inhaler up his bum.
Oh no!
And he had to try and use it again. And I've got one other one from my housemate. My housemate's brother kicked her so hard in the genitals once that she bled.
Oh!
And then she was only like 7, and then he ran round telling everyone that she'd got her period.
Oh,
okay.
This is from a female. She said, "My brother, 13, cable tied me, 11, to a chair, stuffed socks in my mouth, and put me in the dog crate."
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God.
Evil. My brother would blow his phlegmy snot on my towel, so when I'd wipe my face, it was disgusting. That is grim. My older brother used to pin me down and fart on my head. Bastard.
My other housemate said that her room used to be in the attic, but to get there, you have to walk through her sister's room, her older sister's room, and they had a staircase and a trapdoor thingy, and the blue carpet was the top room and the pink carpet was the bottom, and so her older sister would stand at the bottom and like watch her up in her room, and she'd say, "Get out of my room," and she was like, "Well, technically I'm in my room," because she stood at the bottom on the
carpet.
on the carpet.
Classic sibling logic. My sister was annoyed with my breathing or any noise I made when we were kids.
Yeah.
I get that.
Brother would lock me in basement, but I'd just remove the doorknob to unlock.
Oh, that's pretty. That's
Smart,
pretty.
ingenious.
I bit her nose to get the TV remote back. My brother had a poo in my bathroom while my bath was running.
Oh.
Really mess up the aromas of your bath.
That's so cruel. While it's running, you can imagine they've just left it to run and go like, "Oh, a lovely bath." Come back 10 minutes
Hot
later.
dump smell, just steamy dumps.
She threw a pair of scissors at my head, missed and hit the door. Stole their car keys for no reason. Kicked her in the nose while wearing my Timberlands. Just get the brand in there.
Yeah, nice.
Unpicked the stitching for the arm of her prom dress after she stole my passport for ID.
Oh.
That's not good. Little brother threw a bell pepper in my face. It kind of exploded and I had to go to school with a black eye. How are you getting done by a bell pepper like that?
A few other ones. I used to do the typewriter on my brother all the time. He didn't like it. I don't know what the typewriter is.
What's the typewriter?
I don't know.
Look it up.
Yeah, Google the typewriter move. Repeat everything he says in a Cockney accent and head shake. And got my mum to join in.
My sister told me I'd forgotten something at her house when I stayed over. I hadn't.
I pointed my father's gun, brackets, no bullet,
Phew.
to my brother, and he always said that I was adopted.
Typewriting, I think, is the act of pinning someone down, jamming your fingers in their collarbone, typing, and then backhanding them to start a new line on the page. I've got a good one here from Roxy, not your Roxy, but my Roxy that came to the live show.
Amazing.
She was one of the people that shouted out right at the end.
Oh, I remember.
She made her younger brother believe if you farted at a petrol station, it caused an explosion. And he believed it for years, and it came out when they were driving somewhere as a family, and he did a fart and was really scared. And he'd been like holding it up for ages.
But you remember that if you fart and sneezed, you explode.
Yeah.
Remember that? Fart and sneeze at the same time, which is true. We throttled each other's internet bandwidth back in the day of dial-up.
Nice.
Rage always followed quickly.
That's good. Yeah.
And then final one. Bruv tipped Coke on my lap before a 4-hour car journey and pantsed me in the middle of the street the same day. Absolutely done there.
What about you guys?
Oh, so many.
What's the most annoying though?
I mean, oh God. I remember stealing my brother's passport to go on a night out. getting the passport taken by a bouncer.
Oh, really? They clocked it?
Yeah. Being like, but they almost didn't. I mean, I should have known. I was like 16 or 17. And I was using a 25-year-old's passport. It's like,
Ambitious.
Yeah. But they clocked it because they saw a bank card in my wallet, and they were like, "Well, you got this is clearly not you." And then I had to call my brother, who was meant to go on holiday like the next week, and be like, "Look, I'm really sorry they've taken it."
No.
He went nuts, and then in the end, I bartered with the bouncer, and I had to pay him quite a lot of money. Gave it back, the piece of shit. But yeah, fucking.
You paid the bouncer to get it back.
Yeah, to get it back. He was like, I'm just gonna give it to the police, which is he would be in his right to do that, but I paid him off.
Fair.
Yeah.
How much does it cost for that sort of thing?
I think I paid him like 120 quid.
Whoa,
Yeah.
serious. Wow.
Because as a 16-year-old, like that's all you've got.
Life savings.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything specifically clever I did to my sister, but I just used to go in her room a lot and annoy
That's
her.
enough.
And, exactly. And
That's
just
enough.
wind her up and it was always like I go in the room, Dad, like straight away, and I'm like, what? I'm not in your room, and then come out, and then I like to wind.
Mine was
My brother still farts as a response. He's 24, and I went home yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, I went home yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, William, how are you?" And he just farts at me and walks out the room.
great. Mine was always a lot of violence, with a lot of like hurting each other. The girl who got tied up and put in the dog crate, I definitely remember being tied up and put in some kind of box and left for hours.
Genuinely, when I grew boobs, my brother was like, "Well, I can't hit you anymore because you've got boobs," and that was good because I used to always be bigger than him because I was older.
Nice.
But then at the level that he got bigger than me, I was like,
There was always a lot of like sort of inventing stuff in the garden, then getting my little brother to try it. Remember we had two trees and we strung a rope between them, and we were like, well, we've got a zip line now, and we were like, Jamie, you've got to test it, mate. It's got to be you. So my brother literally took off his like Spitfire skateboarding belt and was like, right, up you go. Snapped in half straight away, broke his leg. Yeah. I remember another time we sent him to hospital. It was really bad actually. We like slip and slides.
Yeah.
So we had a garden that was like, it was a long garden, but it was like slightly on a slope. So we had a slip and slide, and we were like, it's not long enough. So we had builders that were in, and they had like giant tarpaulin sheets. So we basically covered like the whole slope garden in a giant tarpaulin sheet, and we put like washing up liquid, and we were just like rushing down it. And then like my older brother was like, yeah, now you two just like run down it, like so we were running down it, but then my brother just got a massive stick, right? And he just twatted at our legs. I jumped. My little brother didn't, and he just straight over onto his head, knocked out, bang, and then just like vroom all the way down the slip and slide into the bush at the end. And I was like, Mom! Really bad. That or when the police came because we were on the roof with BB guns, and we had like an armed response unit show up at our house because one of the neighbours said it was a terrorist threat. To be fair, it was quite soon after the 7/7 bombings, and we were on the roof in balaclavas with BB guns. So like, yeah, I get it, but like, yeah.
Why the balaclavas?
I think we were playing some kind of like Call of Duty terrorist assault kind of.
IRA.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really bad.
Well done for making it through. Well done to Jamie. Well done to Jamie Elwes for making it through that.
Yeah, he really went through some shit.
Funny, man. Right, that is the end of this episode of All I Did Was Fail. Thank you very much to everyone who's listened, and you can get an extra episode every week with patreon.com/AIDIF POD. Tom, you got anything to...
Yeah, you can follow me at Tom Elwes on all good social media networks. And also, I've sorted it out. I wasn't going to go to Edinburgh because of all the exciting life things I've had going, but I am going. You can catch me at 1:30 for the first 2 weeks of the Fringe. I will be there. Check me out. You can come see my show Carpe Diem. It's a work in progress, and we'll see.
But it's DM.
DM.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it was going to be called that or Crying in Tesco's, but apparently for legal reasons I couldn't call it Crying in Tesco's.
Are you going out to the Fringe, Phoebe?
No, I've got to stay here, man. The
the
Vauxhall Fort.
Yeah. Keep the horde back.
Yeah. Let them run it. I think that will be the evolution, a Ratatouille situation.
You know what? I found out that my old neighbour used to because he thought he was a bit of a farmer, and he used to shoot the rats with air rifles.
What happened to people here? This is literally what
No, and then got a vat of acid and dropped them in the
Jesus
acid.
Christ.
I mean, if they're dead, like That's
Also, that is fucking.
yeah, it's fucked.
But in
but
your
if they were
own
dead.
backyard.
Grim.
Yeah,
Hostile.
like obviously it's a bit weird, but like if they were dead, I guess it was that or buried. I don't know. It's not great.
Anyway,
On that note.
thank you to everyone who came to my preview at Angel yesterday. It was really lovely. And I've got a preview at Vauxhall Comedy Club on the 17th, Tuesday at 6:15. So please do come to that. I've got previews on the 16th in Brighton and the 25th and the 26th as well, I think. And just I'll post
And
that.
if you're listening from the Middle East, I'll be in Dubai, I'll be in Oman, I'll be in Qatar, I'll be in all the good places next month. Check me out.
It's the World Right Violation Tour.
Yeah.
He's going to Dubai. Where are you going to the other places?
Yeah. you
Oh,
go
wow.
to
Okay,
places,
it's a tour. It's a tour. Fantastic. That's all good.
So can he wait?
Yeah. That's flying Qatari Airways.
Yeah.
All the way. And also, big up to all the people debating about HR on LinkedIn because of my sketch.
Nice.
Get over it, mate. Like,
That's good.
it's so funny.
It's when you started a war. That's good.
Literally, it's so funny. Some HR influencers posted my sketch on HR, and now there's just loads of comments being like, I understand that this is humour, but we do need to think that HR is not fairly represented. I'm like, bruv, I did this in my bedroom for
I'm sorry,
20
but HR just needs to get better then. I've never worked in a company that has good HR.
Exactly.
Ever.
Well, good luck. If you're in HR, best of luck. You know what to do. Help and push upwards, push against the top people and help your staff. Anyway, I've been Ali Woods.
I'm in Tom Elwes.
Oh, I've been me.
Bye-bye.
Good.
Take care. Have a
Bye.
great week.